In today's video, I'm going to talk about something that's a little bit different. I'm not going to talk about Xero, I'm going to talk about accounting. And today's subject is how a little bit of accounting knowledge can be dangerous. I'm going to show you an example and explain what can happen. You set up in business, you're Rosie and you're selling rugs by Rosie. You've watched all the adverts, you know based on the adverts how easy it is. Get your accounting software, click a few buttons, maybe jump on your roller skates, and that's all that you need to do to run your business. Okay, so let's talk through what happens with Rosie. I'm going to look at a profit and loss account. Now, it's always important to look at your profit and loss account and also to look at your balance sheet. But if you're not used to accounting, you'll probably be more familiar with the profit and loss account. So that's what we're going to look at today. So Rosie has set up her business and she's selling exotic rugs. So let's look at the first month in her business. She thinks she knows what she's doing. She goes out there and she spends £10,000 buying stock of rugs. In her first period, it's going good. She makes some sales. She's got £4,000 worth of sales. What else happens in her first period in business? Well, because she needs to do her accounting, she's going to get herself a laptop. So she spent £1,200 on a laptop. And then she's got other costs during the period. She's got rent to pay, which is going to be £600, and she's got other expenses of £200. So let's take a look at what Rosie might assume our profit is for the first period. So she's going to start off, she's got her sales of 4,000, great. But wait a minute, she's spent 10,000 on purchases. That doesn't look quite so good, does it? And then on top of that, she's got a rent of 600, she's got other costs of 200, and she's got her laptop of 1,200. Oh dear, she's got a profit, or in fact not a profit, she's got a loss of £8,000. So present those figures as your first period in business. It's not looking too good, is it? But that is not quite right, and that's with a little bit of accounting knowledge. So let's go through the figures that we've got on the profit and loss. And here's what we should have done instead. Yes, the sales are 4,000, that's exactly right. But when Rosie went and bought all her rugs, she spent £10,000 on them. But during the first period, she hasn't sold them all. She's actually only sold £2,000 worth of the 10,000 that she purchased. So that makes life a little bit better. So you've actually made what in accounting terms we call gross profit of 2,000, which we might look at as a percentage, and it's 50%. But still, when you take the other costs, so you've got 600 for rent, 200 and other costs, 1,200 for the laptop, oh dear, there's still not any profit. But that's the second example, and you know what? It's still not correct. So let's look at what else has happened in the business. Let's think about this laptop. This laptop costs £1,200, but it's going to last for a considerable amount of time in the business. So what we should do is, instead of showing the cost of the laptop, we should show the cost of the depreciation of the laptop. So we're going to make an assumption that the laptop is going to last for 4 years. If that's the case, and we're looking at one period, which is a month, we only have depreciation of £25 for our laptop. So good, figures are looking a little bit better. Sales 4,000, cost 2,000, gross profit 2,000. Now our costs are rent 600, other expenses 200, depreciation 25. That now gives us a profit for the period of 1,175. But wait, the accountant says it's still not quite right. What else do we need to adjust for this period? Well, the rent we've paid, £600, covers a quarter. So actually, we only want to include £200 of that cost in our profit and loss for the first period. So here we get to our final and our accurate profit and loss figure. Sales 4,000, cost of those sales, the rugs that we purchased, 2,000 with a gross profit of 2,000. Then our costs are rent 200, other expenses 200, depreciation 25, and the good news now is our profit is 1,575. So just to go over that again, with a little bit of accounting knowledge, you could have started off by saying you made a loss of £8,000 in the period. Or you could have said that you made no profit and no loss, or your profit is 1,175, or the accurate figure is 1,575. So I hope that by looking at these figures that will make you realise it's not as simple as you think. It's not just a case of input the information, clicking a few buttons. You do need accounting knowledge to get accurate figures. If you liked the video, please let me know that you like it. Give it a thumbs up, and why don't you subscribe to the channel so you get notified when new videos are uploaded on a regular basis. If there's anything you'd be interested in, please let me know in the comments and I might add them in a later video. But until next time, happy accounting.